game on it that he likes, and I couldn't figure out how to get on this one.
All right, so we jumping, y'all.
All right. Are we live? Are we on?
Yeah, we on.
Hi, y'all.
What's good with it?
YouTubers.
What's good with it? Second round, round 2. You know how we get down.
So this is, do we even say the episode this time?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So this is episode 11, part 2, interracial relationships, marriages, whatever, just interracial is what we're focusing on. We are now going to talk about how our families dealt with our relationships, or relationship. My grandpa was born in 1930, so in his beliefs, you didn't mix races. Whites were with whites, blacks were with blacks, so on and so forth. So Henry and I met. My grandpa was sick. He died shortly after Henry and I were together, a couple years later. So he just knew we were friends. We felt that it was, you're not really supposed to lie, but sometimes lying is okay because of it, protects relationships. So my grandpa, didn't know we were in a relationship. So in that, he was okay with that, because he understood that I had a, close relationship with my grandpa, and we were okay with him not knowing that we were together. Meeting his family, wow, his family's amazing. There's thousands of them, it seems like. It seemed like every time I went to a family function, I would meet like 10 more people that were all family. And that's just like brothers and sisters. That don't even count uncles and cousins and everything. Now cousins, that's like a whole like new range of people. Like and it's amazing because I have a very small family. So I loved meeting his family. But it's a little intimidating when you walk into a house and you're like the only white person there and everybody else there is family. But they were all very accepting of us. Not everybody was like my best friend.
They said I was just like my daddy.
Yeah.
You just like your daddy.
Yeah, because his daddy liked white women too.
Yeah.
So it was very intimidating at first. But I'm a strong person. I'm a confident person. I can hold my own. So once I got used to everybody and kind of got used to everybody's personalities and everything, I fit right in. And, I'm sure there are people in his family, that don't like that we're together, but they don't make that a big deal. So it's okay if they have their own opinions. But overall, their family is very accepting. My family, my mama loves Henry. My siblings, not so much, but that's okay. We all have our opinions, and we look at things differently. So when we do have family functions, that's on my side of the family. Typically, Henry's not there unless it's at my house, and I forgot to hit the timer.
Yeah, we all pros over here. That's what we do. We have fun.
It's interesting that a lot of times when we have family functions, like I said, with my family, unless it's at our house or with my mom, Henry's doesn't normally come. Just because he doesn't feel comfortable, and that's okay. I'm not saying that to be negative. I'm just saying that to be real. That's just reality. Things have been said in the past that didn't make Henry very comfortable, so we just don't do that. So
4 minutes in, so we got 2 minutes left.
Okay. So do you have anything to say about your family accepting us?
My family really, my family, they don't care, bro. They don't really care about white or black or none of that, because it's like, if you like that person and they making you happy, so what? Do what you want to do. If they green with polka dots on them, do what you want to do. But the thing is, it's when you get into them relationships, it's be like, okay, well, I know he whooping your ass, and I swear to God, if you bring him over, I'm gonna put my hands on him. But then it's like, you put your hands on him, and they right back with him. That's the only thing in my family. That's the only thing I would worry about if it happened. But I ain't saying this happened. So don't go, oh, he got abusers in his family. They beat women. Like, nah, it ain't happened in our family. But, that'd be the only thing I would worry about, if anything.
Anything you guys got to say?
First?
Joe's the only black guy I'd ever dated. I've never dated a black guy. But I think partially environment too, because I went to Centerville High School, which is a very just like cliquey school, and certain groups of people hung out, certain groups of people, and that's just the way that it was. And so I just don't think I'd ever really been presented with an opportunity. So when Joe and I started dating, I would like call my dad and be like, "Dad, I'm dating this new guy, and he's black." Like, I felt like always a need to say, "Oh, and he's black."
I know you do that.
Yeah, when I first told my dad about you.
Yeah, you see what this show do?
Well,
That's awesome, though.
and my dad's like, and like, what's the
Well, his
problem
best
with
friend
that?
is black.
So I think
But he's her daughter, but she's
Right.
his daughter.
I know, but I'm talking about. It's not like she didn't. My whole thing is it's. I'm glad she didn't have an opportunity. For my sake, but
Right.
Somebody else might have got you tripping.
a black person wasn't like, oh, foreign to her. Her Dale is
Yeah.
basically your uncle. It's
right.
been in your life forever.
Yeah.
Like,
And it was just really too, like, on my mom's side of the family, they're definitely against that. And comments are made still, even just last time I visited down there. But they're always very, just like, jokes and stuff. Not about
yeah.
you,
Of
but
course
just
not.
kind of
Oh, that's
inappropriate. But they always treated you very well.
they sure did.
So I just, right. I just kind of grew up, my mom always thought, stay within your race. That's just how I kind of grew up. But when they met Joe, like, he's their son now. I mean, they're mom and dad to him too. So it's nothing like that. And even just like my grandma and stuff, she's like, I wish people were colorblind. It doesn't, that doesn't matter. So those are really the main things for me. Did anything come up for you?
I didn't know your mom thought like. I didn't know your
Well,
mom.
just growing up as a kid, like, she would make comments like that.
Oh, okay.
And it was just because that's how she grew up,
Well, no, I've always
Programming.
like,
Yeah,
I feel like
I was raised that way. My mom raised us that way. But like when I decided to be with Henry, and I brought him home, she's like, it wasn't like she was just gonna kick him out the house.
Right.
You
And
know?
it's not like she said that in reference to you and I dating.
Of course.
It was always just comments growing up as a kid. Like,
And she accepted him, like, immediately.
Well, as far as my family goes, it's always been really accepting because my brother was, like I said,
Right.
was married early on. I mean, right out of he was 20 years old, and it's just always been mixed. Everybody, even now, our family is so mixed now. There's so many mixed babies in our family now. Like there's if they wanted to stop it, it's impossible. We just had like six kids within the
It's
past
an
6
epidemic.
years.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
6 kids came out of 6 years of family. So I never felt any type of way around her parents. I mean, of course, you got questions. Do they like you? Do they not like you? Whatever. But now they're my family. And I can call them Paul, Maul, whatever. I can ask them for anything. They will go to the freaking depths of the earth for me, just like I do it for them. Because I know they'll do it for me,
So that's good transition into the next
Absolutely.
topic. So as our children obviously are biracial, so one of the things I always wanted to focus on when our kids got older is making sure they know that they're both black and they're both white. They both have my culture and the things that I believe, and they also have Henry's culture and the things that he believes. And parts of him comes from his family, which are part of them, and same for me. So just like anytime I have to fill out any paperwork for King, which is very interesting now that they actually have an option that is interracial, and you can put the race, which is because it's not just black and white children. It's there's all kind of interracial children out there. So it's nice to know that there's an acceptance there.
You call them black and Asians, black Asians.
So actually, when I filled out paperwork for King to go to school, there was an option that asked, it had other, and then it said interracial, and then it had a space to fill in, what the races were. which I really appreciate. And so, and before that, I would always check Caucasian, and I would check African, non-Hispanic, or whatever the option is. So African American, whatever you know what I mean. So, but because I wanted that to be known, because obviously most people saw King's pictures, he doesn't really look like his dad's skin. He looks like his dad's face. He just has my skin color. So, so how do you guys, what kind of?
It's like you don't even want to talk anymore.
No.
Like we all supposed to be in this.
Well, I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. What do you got to say?
Oh no, I'm cool. Just keep doing what you're doing. But I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying. What did I do?
Like, okay, so see, check this out, right? This is the way we usually do it. You talk a little bit, I talk a little bit, then you talk a little bit, and I talk.
Right. I was just ready to ask them.
Right, but you talking to both of us.
I asked you.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention to it. My fault, I wasn't paying attention to it.
Or maybe I did. I had before. My fault. Did you have anything to say about how?
No, got nothing to say about it.
So,
We all pause over here.
things that you guys are gonna do to, make sure your kids understand that, where they come from.
Well, you want to go?
I just think like my main priority with the girls was always like, it was never really discussed. We were always just kind of the family that we were. But when my daughter started school, like she noticed and she'd be like, Mom, you have a different skin tone than I do. And just like kind of use that kind of word, like, and that's true. That's all it is.
Right.
That's the only difference,
Right.
because she comes from both of us is her skin tone.
If they did the history on it, they'd be shocked. Like, oh, that's all it is? Yeah, that's all it is. It's all history, dumbass. It has shit to do with money, has shit to do with any of the technical shit. And plus, everybody's so mixed up. There hasn't been a race pure in thousands and thousands of years. There ain't no full white person. There ain't no full black person. There ain't no full Asian. None of that shit.
Exactly.
None of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, obviously that would, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
there isn't, people are so mixed up at this point in life. Like,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because
Said,
our
no, I'm white
generations
'cause I'm
go back
87%
for
Aryan.
hundreds of years. For sure.
Said, no, I'm black because I'm 80% African American. Black. like, brother.
well, I mean, I ain't trying to go out in percentages, but I was watching a genealogy show, and the guy was on there like, there's only 10% full black people in America, like full blooded. The other 90% mixed people because of people making decisions. You know, it's all decisions. But I mean, far as children go,
We can you could split it up.
far as children go, I just always ask her, like, whoever she's playing with, are they nice to you?
She
Like,
says
repeatedly,
that too.
because I
ask you
just
that.
want to know, you know what I'm saying, who she's playing
Absolutely.
with, and if they're being nice to her, because I don't care what color they are.
No.
Because all that stuff for me, I don't. She knows that we're different. She knows that me and her are look more alike than her mom, but she has her mom's face, just like you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really get into it like that because I feel like I want her to find out on her, like, deal with it on her own. You know what I'm saying? But if she comes to me with questions, I got a wealth of knowledge for her.
Cuz pause right there. Hold on for 1 second.